Hi, it's KingT here, and welcome back to another LEGO City update. It has been so long since I've made one of these videos, but there is actually quite a bit of exciting things going on in the city, so let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to start things off in the back here, where there's two kind of isolated builds, unfortunately, because they don't fit in the main layout. They physically do not fit. I really wish I could move them to be more connected with everything else. But I do still like these two builds quite a lot. This coffee shop is actually probably still one of my favorite builds just because it works. Maybe those fences on the outside need to change, but they do match the trim on the top. So the coffee house and greenhouse, still one of my better builds. Not every build has to be massive. Looks good. That sign out there is kind of clever, I think. The zoo and aquarium is something I really need to revisit in the future here. It does need a little bit of help, but the build, the structure itself is still good. The aquarium piece, I think what I'm going to do is change it out for some tan plates, or put tan plates and some tiles on the inside just to simulate more of a sand than the gray. Some of the brick-built creatures still should probably get redone, and maybe some of the colors of the plants in here should get changed around. Same goes with the brick-built animals out here. That moose from the Lakeside Lodge is still fine. I'm going to keep that, and then of course the bear is still there. So overall this build is actually pretty good. It's just like the tiger and the giraffe are the two things I would probably change. Maybe some of the trees too, make them look a little bit more natural. And get rid of this camera thing up here. I don't need that. It's not a bank. But I'm still pretty happy. Maybe in the future I could swap out some of these black studs and the light gray studs for the dark gray, make it more of a cobblestone feel. Maybe put a fence around the duck pond, but it's already kind of there. Natural fence with the plants, which is nice. And then yeah, just some of the green needs a little bit of help. And I did place an order on Bricklink for a bunch of plant pieces that'll go around the outside and on top of some of these, and replace some of the clear cylinders, because there's a lot of those. Not enough of the actual leaf pieces. Moving on now to the main section of the city, we have this really long strip of the modular buildings. One thing that LEGO does that I'm not a huge fan of is the sidewalks. Why did they choose dark gray? Why not light gray? I don't think I will ever understand that. It just doesn't make sense to me. But other than that, these builds are still really good. LEGO does a nice job with the modulars. I'm not going to touch these except for the sidewalks, I think. So the brick bank is slightly overhanging here. I tried to look to see if there's any base plates that fit there, but it's a really awkward size. Maybe in the future I can raise this up a little bit on a custom built plate. That would hopefully solve the problem. Yeah, I would need to get rid of some of the detailing on the outside here. Things are really dusty as well. I haven't touched this section of the city in so long. Same with the Parisian restaurant. I actually do like it here because the side of it doesn't look horrible. There is that one gray piece there that I'd maybe swap out if I can find a part on Bricklink. Or this tan brick. But other than that, it looks fine. There's no real reason to change this up, especially since I brought the water now to the front. Maybe change out this instead of a red carpet. It should probably be something a little bit more water resistant. But I do really like the idea of having a lakefront restaurant, especially, a fancier restaurant. So I think this is fine. Maybe I'll repurpose the top two floors because it's the artist studio and the little house into something maybe a little bit more useful for a section of a city like this. The boat ramp is fine. I'll just probably raise it up by one plate because the water doesn't go all the way around it. But other than that, the boat ramp is fine. The beach area is still fine. These little brick-built waves and I guess this wake from the boat is still pretty good, but I should probably move this boat a little bit farther out. I guess that's fine. I don't have much room to work with. I really wish I had a lot more, because I would make a little bit of a bigger... I'd extend the ocean this way and make the bridge bigger. First of all, I have no idea what the car is doing down here. This needs to be up on the road. Don't know what happened. So this yellow apartment building is something that I've been needing to do for a long time. I want to fill this entire beachfront area up with, the restaurant, the apartment condo building, and then not sure what's going to go over here anymore. I got rid of that brown souvenir shop that was really ugly. So that's gone now. You'll see where some of the pieces for that went in a little bit. I think I'm happy with this. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if it needs another accent color. Yes, this is only one floor of it, and I'm not too sure on the black for the inside plate. This sidewalk is probably fine. Maybe add a few studs in there just to pose minifigures, which I don't have that many of around the city anymore. I don't know why or what I keep doing with them, but there's only a couple out here. This should be a very busy area. Now, moving over here, yeah, I did remove the souvenir shop. Yes, I am using gray plates on the bottom here, or gray base plates. These are what I tried to swap out for the base plate in the brick bank. What I probably end up doing is taking that base plate off the bottom of the aquarium to use for the new brick bank base plate. But it'd be a very hard transition to make. So this is something I can maybe do along with the future. Maybe I won't even need to. Maybe I'll figure out a better way to integrate this. I might bring back the tower that used to be on the side of the drawbridge here. I don't know if I showed this on a video, because this was a while ago, but I very much improved the mechanism here, as I think I broke it. But the drawbridge doesn't fall anymore, it just stays because of that worm gear. But I definitely need to fix up this area here, because tearing up the plates caused this to be all loose. One area that I didn't touch, I guess one building that hasn't changed in a while, is this. I'm not even sure what I'm calling this building anymore, but it's the same kind of thing as the modular buildings. I'm going to retile the sidewalks over so that it looks a little bit better, because not too happy with the circles like this, the studs. This tree keeps falling over too. It's just really annoying to get right, so I'm gonna redo this tree at some point. And honestly, this building is fine. There's just a few things I need to fix, like this gray line. This just needs to be moved. If I lift this up, it is white tile. I want to change that to light gray to match the, but honestly, I don't even know if I have to. Let me know in the comments if I should change that, or should I keep it because it matches these slopes out here, or if I should change it to match the side right here, because then it gets kind of annoying. But usually you won't even be able to see this part, because this is where another building is gonna go. The roof needs a lot of help though. I don't know what I'm gonna do up here, because I want to make this a restaurant. I definitely want to make this the signature restaurant within the city, and it's almost there. The kitchen, I'm pretty sure the kitchen is still actually intact on the inside. So yeah, some of the interior is here. I'm just gonna do a little bit more interior work. It is pretty good though on the inside here. So definitely happier with this build than most of the other builds. I might just change a couple things about it. Oh, like adding a little sloped awning here to match up here. But other than that, this building's probably not going to change too much, except for the roof. So you'll probably notice out front here, there's just an empty lot with a few ideas of structure, because this is the old spot of the hospital. And yeah, that old red hospital is gone now. I did not like red as the color of choice there. I think white makes a lot more sense, especially considering the rescue copter, which has moved up here, because this is not going to change. I still do like this thing, except maybe the door on the other side, but that's an easy fix. Anyways, the hospital, it might move at some point to be more toward the more downtown, taller buildings area, because I don't know how tall this thing is going to end up being. Well, theoretically, I'd want some of these buildings to be on bigger base plates, but because of the amount of space that I have, I can't do that. So I just have them all in the 32 by 32 base plates that match the modular buildings, because they fit pretty nicely, and especially in this section here, in this block of 4. They would fit really nicely here, but the assembly square does take up some extra space. So I'm gonna hopefully figure out a solution for that in the future. maybe move the assembly square to a different spot. But then you get the same issue because of this space here out in front. Next up is the hotel, one of the more classic buildings now, especially since most of the original stuff has been changed. This thing looks like a mess on the outside though. The inside needs help as well. I'm not too happy with it. What I might end up doing is rebranding the Eat Restaurant to this building over here. It wouldn't be that hard of a change, and then I can make this entire building the hotel, which would actually work nicely, I think. Let me know in the comments if that's what I should do. There's a few nice things I do like about it. I like these pillars that we have going on the first floor. The first floor is done the best out of everything, I think, but I ran out of those cylinders, and I wanted them to kind of go all the way up. So that's definitely a part on the wanted list. And yeah, there's a few things that I do need to change, like what's going on here. I bet you guys see that, know exactly what the problem is. There's 2 different colors of plate going on for that final floor. Also, I do need to get rid of these windows on the side here. I don't know why I thought windows on the side were needed. I don't think there's any on the other side. Oh, yeah, there is. There are windows on this side too. These need to go away, especially if this is going to stay as a modular building. If it's not going to stay as a modular building, then this would be kind of fine, but then I need to change up the entire building. One of the newer projects on the city is the fire station and police station building. This is probably going to be the only completely or mostly red building in the entire city now, and I think it's actually going pretty well so far. I think it's only going to end up being these 2 floors tall, but if I should make it another floor taller, let me know. It does look a little bit plain though. It looks a little bit boring, but I'm not sure if that's kind of being made up by the big garages here for the trucks. If I don't decide to change anything about the exterior, this building is actually almost done. It needs a little bit more on the interior, and then the minifigures, the roof, and the trucks, and then it'll be done. Yeah, if you look on the inside, this thing is plain on this level. What I can do is add a bunch of the tools and the technical things that this build might need. But this thing is actually almost done, which is pretty cool. When I say almost done, it's probably going to take another year to get it done because tiles are hard to get, they're kind of expensive, and I need a lot of them to put on all the sidewalks. Now we're getting to, I think, a little bit more of the exciting part of today, because this is the area that I have things pretty figured out for, at least more than the rest of it. So this is the new mall building. It's been so long, I don't remember if I've showed this on camera before for videos, but this is going to be the largest project that I've ever done for LEGO. And this thing is actually looking really good so far because the first floor is almost done. We're gonna move this. The outside has some good detail, but not too much. And there's plenty of room on the inside. But that's because this thing takes up 4 base plates. There's going to be a large store back here. I have a lot of tiles for the interior of that, which is good. I just need even more gray. It's the light gray tiles. They're killing me right now. I need so many because I ran out. I'm starting to tile this off to start on the 2nd floor. At least the structure of it. Interior stuff is also hard, but I need so many. So it's really annoying because they're expensive. The inside is good. I have actually a lot of it tiled off so far. I just need to get more white tiles, which are also kind of annoying to get. So I'll probably end up getting a bunch of white tiles sometime in the near future to finish the interior parts of this. This part needs some white tiles going to that store too. And also for the fire station to be able to put a roof on that and remove it, because I want to keep the white stripes going. But hopefully I'm starting this off right by having the exterior sidewalks actually be made out of the light gray instead of dark gray. I know when I end up switching that over, I'm going to have so many dark gray tiles left that I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So I guess let me know in the comments again. Any ideas? Up here in front, I have a couple vehicles in the city. that you've noticed, like the pickup truck, the convertible car, and then the police car all the way back there. But that's about it. I have almost no vehicles here, so that's something that definitely needs to get done. This thing, this old cement mixer, this has to go. It doesn't look good anymore. This was a project from years ago. It's dusty too. So this thing is gonna go very soon. I hate to say it because somehow it got views on my channel, but it does not look good. Now, possibly the most exciting part of all of this is the downtown area. Lots of stuff has been happening over here, specifically this new building here. This is something I'm very excited to start working on. It makes use of a lot of brown, but I feel like this building is going to work really well. It's very different from anything I've done because the exterior is not actually the focus, or at least the exterior of these parts right here. To help it a little bit, I'm adding these tiles going all the way up. I think that will help how it looks, but most of it is from down here. This is gonna look awesome. The inspiration is a building in real life. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen. And it's essentially gonna be designed to look like a canyon. And I want to add at least 2 or 3 more floors to this. Make it go higher than anything else I've built so far, except for the skyscraper, which it's still right here. I don't think I'm going to change it yet. I might eventually. Looks a little bit boring, but it's also just a skyscraper. And then the other thing is that these skyscrapers, their scale is really weird compared to the rest of the city because they're really thin. So I tried to do my best with, I guess, the resources that I had. And they're not to scale as some of the other big Lego YouTubers would make skyscrapers, but I think it's the best I can do to make them look like good skyscrapers because I have a very strict height limit and I also don't have too much space or bricks. So I guess it's the best I can do. Hopefully it'll look good. This skyscraper is actually going to get changed around for once. This one is the one that has been the oldest, which is crazy, and now it's going to go too. I do have a plan though, so we'll see how it turns out. And then this one, finally got it more finalized into a good design. This thing is probably going to be done first though, because I have most of the pieces. I just ran out of these clear 1x2s and then the 1x2s in blue. I think the door makes it look a little bit stupid. Let me know if I should change that around and just change it to be not a blue door or no door at all. So that's a pretty good overview of everything that's happening in the Lego City. Also, this road plate right here probably is not going to stay. I actually want this downtown area to be green, and I want to call this like the Sustainable City Square, which I think would be really cool. I have a pre-built windmill that I'm going to put on top of one of the buildings, maybe a few more. This area is going to be filled with plants and greenery, and I think it's going to look really good. Yeah, but this road plate, I don't know what I'm going to do with the road plates, because I have like 4 of these now, but I'm not even using them. So let me know. That's going to do it for the Lego City overview. Let me know your thoughts on anything and everything down in the comments. I do read them all. Also, another announcement, go follow the KingT YouTube Instagram because I post a lot of random pictures of Lego stuff that I'm working on the Instagram. So you'll get to see stuff before it's in official videos, or if it even makes it into official videos. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. KingT out.